Good afternoon, brethren. All protocols observed. I have been asked to speak on the topic Reflections on Overcoming Academic Disruptions. Reflections on Overcoming Academic Disruptions. It gives me great pleasure to participate in this online celebration of Nifes at 54, having been a student member at University of Lagos and a Nifes associate in Lagos Zone. That's quite some progression, which is a hallmark of the kind of Christian leadership training Nifes has given all of us over the years and continues to give. August is a special month for me. My birthday was yesterday, August 30th. Nifes was founded in August 1968 by visionary young men who loved God and His work among students. I thank God that 54 years after, some of these founding fathers of Nifes are still available and serving as trustees in the fellowship, providing us the needed wisdom and direction to ensure that we continue to walk on the right path of faith. I count myself blessed to sit and learn from these great men and women of God. Nifes is indeed God's gift to humanity. I have been asked by Nifes headquarters management, organizers of the special online celebration, to share a few thoughts on ASU, Academic Staff Union of Nigeria Universities in seasoned industrial strike action, its impact on our students and Nifes as a fellowship, and pray for a lasting solution. A quick look at the internet reveals that ASU has consistently gone on 16 strikes in 23 years. 16 strikes in 23 years. From 1999 to 2022. The longest so far being that of 2020, which lasted 9 months. The current 2022 strike is already more than 5 months old, and there appears to be no end in sight. What a shame. In these 23 years, ASU has been on strike for about 3 years on aggregates. The impact of this humongous disruption to our tertiary educational system, specifically for government-owned federal and state institutions of higher learning, is better imagined than described. Citizen Iyelobu Collins from Edo State said, and I quote, "I got admitted into the University of Benin, Uniben, in 1994 and left school in 2002, 8 years after, due mainly to ASU and NERD strikes. Some documents I saw a couple of days ago show that ASU and NERD issues predate 1994 when I gained admission into Uniben." End of quote. Collins' story is replicated in the experiences of many other Nigerian university graduates over the years. Delayed and extended years of graduation, mental boredom of students, leading some to contemplate suicide. Frustration, leading some students to attack their parents. Lecturers, impoverished due to lack of salaries and degradation of our academics due to lack of funding. This is just to mention a few. In a recent sad event, a student from Osun State lost her life in the hands of kidnappers who abducted her in the owner of a hotel she was working temporarily for due to the strike. The spiritual toll of ASU strikes on Nifes and other faith-based organizations is equally traumatic as the faith of some becomes weak due to lack of consistent fellowship. Our TSs have to work overtime to bring the students up to speed when they resume. At issue between ASU and the federal government of Nigeria is the non-implementation of agreements reached between them in 2009 and subsequent agreements thereafter. Albert Einstein posited that insanity is doing the same thing the same way and expecting a different result. This infers that for about 40 years of ASU's existence, its strike actions have had little impact in promoting quality education, evident in the emergence of TED Fund, but has largely affected the Nigerian university students negatively. The federal government, on her part, continues to claim paucity of funds following dwindling oil revenue. But ASU and other well-meaning Nigerians refuse to buy that excuse, giving government's profligacy in spending, government's wastefulness in spending. Good examples include the recent spending of 1.4 billion naira by federal government of Nigeria to purchase vehicles for another country, Niger Republic, plus 18 billion naira ostensibly spent daily on petroleum subsidy. So where do we go from here as students and as a fellowship? The way out. Number one, ASU and the federal government of Nigeria must trust the judiciary by obeying court orders. Number two, universities should be given autonomy to charge the right fees and make investments that multiplies their financial base, attracts investments, or partner with the private sector to attract funding for the universities. Proper auditing of existing universities in line with extant law to promote effective and efficient utilization of funds. This will significantly curb alleged funds mismanagement and underfunding of universities. Number four, governments should properly fund existing universities rather than open new universities. Number five, compromise is a key value in negotiations. Both ASU and Federal Government of Nigeria should critically look at some of the demands and determine low-hanging fruits to drop. Number 6 and the last. While the strikes lasts, Nifes students should get busy. Nifes students should please get busy by learning a trade or skill that will financially enhance their future instead of staying idle. In view of all that I have said so far with respect to the topic, reflections on overcoming academic disruptions, I wish to raise the following prayer points. Number 1, that God will touch the heart of our political leaders, executive and legislature, to work for the good of the people that elected them. That ASU and Federal Government of Nigeria should reach an amicable resolution of the issues so that students can return to school. Number 3, that God will help Nigeria to elect credible leaders in 2023 who will prioritize education, health, and security following Millennium Development Goals standards. Number 4 and the last, that our Nifes students' faith will remain strong even in the face of these unfortunate strikes. Thank you very much for listening, and God bless you.